Kwa majina naitwa Nabigogo, Nyakwar Mbomu, Juk Gogo, Komer.
Nyakwar Mbomu ama
Nyakwar Mbomu, Juk Gogo, Komer. Juk Gogo, Komer.
Juk Gogo.
Let me introduce myself more.
Yeah.
I'm a specialist on spiritual knowledge and teaching, and I'm also a doctor.
Yeah. And
I'm the youngest spiritualist existing in this generation. Yeah. So in masturbation, let us now go to the topic of masturbation. Masturbation has been a trend in this generation.
Yeah, sure.
And it has been a problem, also a very big problem in this our society. And it has been affecting most of the people. So they must, in a simple description, or in layman's language, we can describe masturbation like self-satisfaction, or sexually. You are satisfying yourself sexually alone, where you do sexual satisfaction alone without any partner. And this thing has been so dangerous and is affecting most of the youth are assuming, but they are being affected.
Almost 90% of youth.
90% is going through this. Even most of the families, those who are having now families, they're also going through this, both men and women included. And they're going through a lot of this, but they cannot speak about it.
Yeah, sure.
This stigmatization that is limiting them not to speak up about the problem they are facing during this period of practicing this masturbation. When we talk, let me start with the benefit, how they say it. When we talk about the benefit, and this benefit, they don't get it in a correct way. There's a way you can benefit this, but only when you are having another partner. That is the way you can get its benefits. And also you can also get its benefit for the increase of your the manhood side. But it should not turn to be addictive or addiction. Now when it turns to be addiction, it now becomes dangerous and it affects you mentally. You cannot run away from it, and it will be very difficult for you to get out of it. Now when we say the myths, most of the youths are running away from reality. We are facing, maybe you faced the heartbreak with your partner, and now you are now running away to face or to find a solution to this. Now you start saying, oh, better nikae peke yangu, nikae peke yangu, like unaanza ile practice. Then you think that staying alone, doing it alone, will help you not to be at with somebody else. Also, they are running away from this, from the diseases. You can say sexual diseases. Now, most of them are saying, oh, when you're doing this alone, you cannot get affected from these STIs, STDs, and this virus, which is also, in another way, it's fine, but you are destroying your mental sexual health, which is not right at that time. You should not do that. When it turns to addictions, it becomes another poison in your brain. Then you say that, oh, when they do this, they feel more enjoyment than when they have the normal sexual act, which is not right. You cannot satisfy yourself and feel the enjoyment than when you are having a sexual act with another partner. That is wrong. That is wrong myths, and we as youth should face the reality of this, and stand firm and now correct this. Control your mind. Take care of your mind, because your mind and your heart these two things are very important in you. And when you put a poison which destroy your mind, the physical life becomes more pathetic. Yeah.
And according to your understanding about the statement that masturbation is a problem for most men, how do you understand that statement?
Yeah, it's a problem to most men because by the time this thing has come to addiction and it will develop that addiction in your mind, you will now you won't now start admiring other people or are experiencing the normal sex act. Now you will only think on your own, and this thing have two effects, both in spiritual and physical.
Yeah.
When you start masturbating, there's another spirit in spiritually. Now I told you I'm a spiritualist, so I will now look this into two ways, in the physical aspect and the spiritual aspect.
Yeah.
Now when you look this thing in a spiritual aspect, when you start masturbating means there's another spirit which will come and marry you and will now sleep with you during that time, because when you are on the sexual act of masturbating, there's an image or imagination through your mind that you will think that you are going with another woman, and the face of a woman will appear in your the subconscious mind. Now this will lead you to attack or the captive. This spirit will marry you and put you in a certain bondage. You will not get married to any other woman. You will not have children, because actually it will now remove the appetite of women in you. Secondly, the long lasting of your manhood or your strength or your sexual strength will reduce. When you will check 2 hours, now you'll start having
perform.
So you have the 2 minutes like the cuckoos and the you will just go for 2 minutes and you are checking, because this thing has reduced the limit time in your brain. You feel that when you feel the enjoyment so fast because you are satisfying yourself. There's nobody who's participating into this. Now it's a challenge. No, when the time has reduced or you stop functioning automatically, you can only function when you are doing it on your own. But when you have another partner, it doesn't function, because that spirit has captured the brain, the mind. So it's the one controlling that mind. So when you see another woman, it doesn't function. And there you won't understand what is your problem. You'll think that, oh, I'm now having another disease. Let me go and look for Viagra. Let me go and look for certain so
for you
to make your needs, to make the other partner needs. Now you are now grown up. You need somebody, or you are now having someone to sleep with sexually. Now you find yourself that this thing is not functioning, because that satisfaction is only for your own physical. Now in the spiritual world is that spirit has only married you alone. That spirit will not allow you to marry somebody else or to have sex with another person else. So if you're not careful on this, you'll end up using other drugs for you to get satisfied. For you to satisfy someone, you get a drug, Viagra. You take that Viagra, and then it's when you can function. Anyway, but normally it doesn't function. Then the longevity, long lasting you enduring the sexual act, it won't function, because you'll only go for 2 minutes, like hauna haja na hiyo kitu. The remaining minutes upata kama the people who sleep after sex, they go for 2 minutes, then the other partner wanabaki pale when they still satisfying themselves, because ule mtu haizi mfikia ile place anafika. No. So it becomes a problem in the family.
Well, thank you, Nabi. At least now you're making me to understand some of the things which I didn't know about this masturbation. And according to you, this gender, which gender does masturbation most? Is it ladies or men?
For now, You know, when you see almost the gender almost are the same, because the other side women are doing it with the cucumbers and the sex tools, these sex toys, like
Yeah.
the what do we call them, the bull whatever, the bulldozers, I don't know how they are named. You'll find most, when you get 3 women,
Yeah.
one of them must. So in these young people, when you meet 3 young women, you'll find either one of them is doing the masturbation time, is satisfying herself with that. Either in the normal masturbation, or in the other opposite sex, the other same sex, which we call the gayism and the lesbianism. Now, when we find the men also, we find that they're also experiencing the same. Means the generation, both women and men are doing this masturbation. All the percentage is almost the same, because there is a competition. You find that most of them that are watching this pornography, they're maybe through TikTok, that those who are sending them, they're selling this new
News.
stuff.
Yeah.
The nudes and the new stuff, they are selling them at 100 bob. You see, that time they wanted to block TikTok because of these stuffs. So how can you just a grown-up man, you are now buying somebody's picture, or you are buying somebody's videos, then you satisfy yourself on that. This thing now, it becomes addictive to you, because when you see that video, you feel like you are having sex with that person. But spiritually, when you do that, you are marrying the other person's, you are marrying that person's spirit. So it might be advantage for you now, but it might turn to be disadvantage for you in future, when you now need to be serious on 1 2 3 stuff. Yeah, so you have to be very careful of what you're doing, because it might turn to be a disadvantage for you, and it might turn to be a poison that you cannot even treat, because getting out of masturbation is also another issue. You see, people are really crying, for those who have come to realization,
Addiction.
are really crying for them to get out of this. Yeah.
And is it okay if we discuss some of these side effects of masturbation? Is it okay? Like guys, I hope you are getting something, you are learning something from Nabi. And if you have any question you would like to pass, you can leave us a comment down there. He will answer you. He's always available, and maybe we can do a separate video for you guys so that we can answer most of your questions, and we will also share his contact on our description, so that you can, whoever is interested in getting some of the education and some of the stories, you can contact Nabi, and he will help you guys. So Nabi, I want nataka we share this some of the side effect of masturbation, and then bad side. This is the bad effect of doing masturbation, because I know anything which has a good side, it also has a bad side. So first, let's start with the better side, good side of it, because good, I know good is few, but bad is more. So let's start with the fewer, the good side of it, and we'll also go to bad side of it. Yeah.
Okay. And now the good side of it now, but you will only get the good side of it while you are having a partner. So during the sexual act, or the sexual enjoyment act, by the time you, both of you, the male and the females, are doing this sex, now you'll find the male, you can do that, the female one, most of the female, there's some points you can trigger by yourself as you being on this act, to increase the enjoyment between you and your partner. Only when you are having the partner. And also the man, also there's some point you can trigger yourself, to prepare yourself before having the sex with the other person. So when you are preparing, the things you will do for the increasement of to increase the strength of your manhood. Now, this one, also help in the maintaining the strength, you can do that, but only when you have the partner. You have having the partner already. And also there's this time when you want to, there's a certain medicine you can use for the increasement of the manhood. It will need for you to do it, the masturbation all the time, but it does not turn to be last, like you reach a point of releasing. No, it doesn't work like that. You only do that to increase it, to make it wide, to make it strong, and but it doesn't, you should not, it should not get into your the consciousness, to, and then to the subconscious mind. It should not dominate or capture the conscious mind. Now you turn and imagine that you're having sex. No, you should not do that. So the advantage part of it are only those that only dwells when you are having a partner. I don't see advantage when you don't have a partner. I don't see, and I don't think that I can tolerate on giving any of my
Advantage part.
advantage part is only when you are having someone and you want to have sexual act with that partner. That is the only advantage part you can see. The whatever, those are the parts I've said before.
So you mean advantage parts, we have fewer advantage than
You have few
okay,
advantage.
so what are the bad side of it?
The bad side are so many. First,
We can highlight a few.
you know, when this thing has captured you, the consciousness, now it now moves to the subconscious mind, whereby you will now think on this alone. You won't think of any other partner. That some of these will now make you not to when think of women. Now you will just be alone, and you can stay alone like you are single, and single like that. You only satisfy yourself. This one, when you are ready now to have somebody, it will be difficult for you to stay with that person sexually, because you are used to being alone. You are used to satisfy yourself alone. Now, secondly, it also reduces, when you continue this, it reduces the size of your manhood, and it also reduces the strength of your manhood. It can also give you some diseases, like what we call this one, is it prostate? I don't know. This one for the swelling of balls. Now, when this sperms are not coming out, all of them, they go back and settle to the in the balls place. That one is another biology. I don't want to go deep into that. When they go back, they become now a poison. Now that one can also lead to, I don't know, is it like the prostate? Yeah, it can also lead to prostate cancer and other diseases, which I'll not mention now. Now, the third one, spiritually, you can get married to the spiritual wife and husbands. You can get married, they can marry you spiritually, and which will be difficult for you to get out of that. The fourth one, I think there's the low sperm count or mature sperms. You will start experiencing that. When you now want to have children, you cannot have because the sperms are weak. You have the weaker sperm because of the act you've been doing, because this thing has affected your mental. It has affected your mind. Last time I told you should take care of your mind and heart very well, and those are the engines of the body. If you don't take care of your mind, any position can take place. Now, and I think the last one, if I'm not sure of, can also lead to what do you call this? Now, failing to function, don't function automatically. they lose power. Now the transformer is now off. You cannot stand until you go and look for a certain medicine or Viagra. Now you boost your power. Now you'll start complaining somebody has bewitched you, somebody has do what you, my uncle has bewitched you, which are total nonsense on that, because these things are now mentally torturing you, and it does take a position on your mental brain, which you should work on that. So if you're not careful, you will end up losing interest in having sex at all. You will just be like that. The only point, you only satisfy yourself, and the rest is history.
And then you sleep.
And you sleep. The rest is history. So you have to take care of yourself. Take care of your mind.
Okay, thank you. I hope you are understanding what's going on here. And what's the message you can tell the viewer about these things?
No, I've been getting most of the youth and most people, like, they are crying about this. How can we get the solution on this? How can we get the solution? How can now I get out of this thing? My friend, getting into it is very easy. By now, no, the peer pressure we are having, also the generation now, the whatever is happening in the social media is now making this thing to go viral. And as Christian can say it, they say that this is a satanic act, as Christians saying it. And the message of this, maybe the message I can tell you guys, take care of your mind. Take good care of your mind and heart. And the mind and heart will take care of your body, both physically and spiritually. Now, there's a solution also for this. Don't get worried. When you are now through with this, when you are now tired of this, you can look for a solution. When you are tired of this, look for a solution. There's nothing is permanent. There is a solution for everything.
So you have just mentioned the solution for this. Can you give us those solutions, how you can do away with this experience and addiction?
Your addiction. First of all, you will take care of your mind. If you take care of your mind, and you have the whole solution within yourself. Your mind decided to go to that place, and the mind can also decide to get out of it. But to me now, I normally give solutions, because I told at first I'm a doctor, I'm a spiritualist. I also do the teaching. I'm also a teacher of this spiritual knowledge and some of the health sectors. Now, there's a solution. I give out solutions, and I also give out herbs. That herbs, you can bathe with them and you drink, and it will lower is it called the anxiety, the feelings of these. It will reduce and go down, because all these are energies. So that helps, it reduces the energy, the high vibration, the high sexual vibration of both femininity. Now somebody who is suffering from masturbation is suffering from both femininity vibration and masculinity vibration. They are different with those gays. Like, the gays are suffering from the femininity vibration, and the lesbian are suffering from the masculinity vibrations. Now this person is suffering from both vibration. He has combined, or she has combined both vibration in himself or herself. Now, these herbs you can be prepared for. If you look for a solution, if you have decided you want to get healed, or you want to get out of this, you can do that herbs for 7 days to 14 days, and then you'll check yourself. But if it is something you have gone for so many years, you can do it for 21 days. As we go with other process, I'll take you, because first I'll take you through re-engineering or reconstructing your mind to be back to its consciousness. You see, Now I'll back your mind to the conscious directions, and I will direct the according and decoding information of that sexual act. Now turn it, when you are a man, I will turn the mind, that giving mind the education to turn to be in the masculine part. You are now getting out from the femininity part. When you are a woman, we must talk about this thing first. As we give you medication, I also talk to you on how to get out from this, both femininity and masculinity, and you remain with the one which is active. So when you're a man, the masculinity will be active. When you're a man, femininity must be active. Now, after that, we reduce the energy, which is controlling the vibration of this is called the Kundalini area, the Kundalini chakras. Now we'll reduce that into the vibrant energy that is making your sexual body to depends on its or herself. Yeah. So I prepare for you herb, you bathe with it, and you drink. There's one for drinking and bathing with this. So as you continue with this act, you'll see more difference. And when you are serious, when you want to get out of it, my friend, it won't take you long, and you're okay. There's a solution for this. Don't just kill yourself. Some people are doing this masturbation until they have no solution and they have no now hopes on life. They end up and committing suicide, because now the stigmatization and so on is going on. Like, now I cannot function. What else will I do in this world? Like, let me go and cut off my life. Let me go and kill off myself. Don't do that. It's not a solution. Engineer yourself. Look for this solution and things will be fine.
Thank you for sharing the solution and how you can do away with this. And before we wind up, because I can see time is almost up, I would like you to share some of the handles where one can find you and see some of your what you are doing outside there.
Okay, first my contact, mostly you will get me through my contact in an easy way. 0757 10 12 25. 0757 10 12 25. They will write it on that screen. Also, you can also find most of my work on Facebook. David Smith, bracket, open the bracket, Gogo, close the bracket. You'll see most of my work there, most of my teaching. I do most of the teachings, and also in YouTube, although I'm not that active in YouTube, but there's some of the content you'll see there in YouTube. Most of the videos, if you just click Nabigogo, it will bring for you all the videos. I have so many interviews, more than 14, and so many teachings there from different channels. So you'll find me there. These channels also, you can just click Nabigogo. You see some of my teachings. It will be helpful for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nabi, for being with us here and sacrificing your time to be with us, and at least you teach some of our subscribers a few. Yeah, because I know this video has there's someone who has watched it and grabs something from it. Yeah, because not all will grab, but I know one must have learned something from it. We are almost. So give us your closing remarks and a word of encouragement uh, to the affected team.
Okay, to the affected team, my friend, don't worry. Take care of yourself. Take care of the world of mind. The mind itself has a lot. If you take care of that world of mind, the art and the world of mind will take care of your physical body. Don't lose hope. It is not yet. You are still on this journey. it is not the end of everything. You can still come back and you rectify, you re-engineer yourself and come back to the normal life. And my caution to this generation, please don't do things which you don't understand. Stop copying this Westernism, Eurocentric ideas. And this was so ever called the act of, which is, these are not our cultures. So don't copy them. Don't flow with those are leading you to astray. Just focus on yourself. Take care of your mind. It's very important. And there are solutions for everything. Don't give up.
Yeah. So that's all, guys, and as you have heard about masturbation and the bad side of it, anything which has a good side, there must be a bad side of it. You have heard those who have ears to hear, and those who don't have, I hope will tutapata vile tunaweza wafundisha. So hivyo ndo vile mmesikia vile nabii amesema hapo, ametuelezea vizuri na tukaelewa. Thank you Nabii for at least, unajua it's not easy to find someone to share some of these stories with us here, but at least you sacrifice your time to share with us, to share with those who fears to share their story, but at least wametackle their stories indirectly. So that's all, and I want to say thank you to our viewers for their attention and for watching this video. And if you're new, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel for informative content on sexual health and relationship. Until next time, I go by the name Branjuma. See you again on our next video. Bye bye.